Coach Ted, I'm Van.
I'm Vic, and welcome to our live Springbok Squad Update Show. That's the best way to pronounce it or to put it out there.
We're a bit later than all the other guys out there, but...
Well, we got to hear all their shit. And, now we can kind of put it together.
Not just that, there were games on the weekend. There's games coming up. So there's going to be some injuries.
It's a 55-man squad now, not a 55.
55-man squad.
I mean, and Cameron is gone for 6 to 8 months. So, things have changed.
Things have changed, man.
And we thought we'd do it a little bit different. We'll involve you guys a little bit as well. Look, we're going to go through position for position. We're going to go through all 55 guys.
Yeah.
Even the injured one.
Even the injured one.
And talking about the injured one, get well soon, Cameron Anakom. We wish you all the best. Yeah, he's the best. He was,
He was mustard.
Mustard is somewhere else.
Mustard is somewhere else, but he was mustard this season. It broke my heart, man. Broke my heart.
Yeah, I felt sorry for him. I mean, the Bulls are going to miss him on the weekend.
Okay.
So, let's have a look. Let's start. We're going to start.
Start with the man himself.
We've got to start with Rassie. I mean, he named 54 Oaks.
54 Oaks.
Yeah.
Vic.
Yeah, I mean, they're more like fucking major tree trunks. But, I don't think other countries can name 54.
No.
With this quality.
With looking down that list of players, holy moly, what a freaking team. We could put out so many Springbok teams.
But we're going to get into the guys we think are not going to even be around for the World Cup.
Also true.
Because it is 2 years, if you're going on 40, you're not going to be there maybe.
No, even 36, 37.
So it's going to be tough.
Okay, let's get Rassie out of here. Ciao, Rassie! We're not worthy.
And then we'll give at the end, we'll give you our lineups. Vern's going more with a youthful lineup.
That's just for the Barbarians. I want a youthful squad. I want young. I want to see some people.
And I don't do that. I always do World Cup final squads.
I
don't do mediocrity.
Okay, well let's start off, and we'll start off with the big boys.
With the props. Okay, so who we got first?
Let's go first with Wilkolo.
Okay, so we got Wilkolo. Man, look, 30 years old, has 15 caps already. Big boy, 122 kilos, 185. Plays for the Bulls, obviously.
Yeah.
Hi, Brian.
Brian, the basic quality, my ass, the Hendricks. We'll get into that one.
We'll get into that afterwards. We're going down position by position.
Go with the big boys first, man.
But look, I said it last week and some people were upset. I think...
Just go with the Bulls.
I think when you hit the World Cup final, which we'll achieve when we make our three-peat, I think out of the pack, out of the 8 pack players, I think you can have 6 or 7 Bulls in there.
That could be.
Or Bulls that have played this season for the Bulls. Put it that way. Okay?
Strong Bulls lineup.
So now Wilkolo definitely with 30 years old, just on the edge there. I think 32 is the perfect age at a World Cup. I mean, look, the Springboks last time we won the World Cup, our average age was a little bit over 30.
Yeah.
The squad now has an average age of 28.1.
It'll be about 30 then.
So it'll be a 30. So we'll be in that same position. So I don't think but I think Wilco definitely for me, a prop for the future. Definitely he will be in the squad for the Springboks.
We see no point. He had a fantastic
because you're going to take 4 props with you.
No, you got to take more. You got
at least 5.
6 props you have to take.
So, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8 on the list. So, we'll see.
Okay, Wilco, definitely a man on our list.
The next man, another Bull. Definitely on the list. Gerard Steenkamp, 27 years old. He'll be 29, almost 30.
Mustard. Perfect age.
10 caps. Perfect.
Great season.
Yeah.
Phenomenal rugby player. What else can you say about him? The boy's just mustard, man.
No, Mostert comes later. Then Thomas the Toy.
Thomas the Toy. Had the man in Bath playing his rugby out of Bath there.
Yeah, he kind of, we don't see a lot of him because we don't do a lot. We're going to do the final. We're doing the final now, so we're going to see what he does.
Yeah.
But we don't see him as often as, let's say, the URC players.
Yes.
And but I've heard a lot of people saying he could be man of the season for Bath. So
that's saying something for that, man.
He's playing really well. So Thomas Toy, definitely.
I think he's got a big shout out for that prop position.
For one of the 2 prop positions. Yeah, definitely. The next man I don't see going to the World Cup.
Vincent Koch.
I don't think he's played a good season either for the Sharks.
No, him and Ox.
No, him and Ox are both on the cusp of losing their Springboks thing. I think Vincent goes first because he's 34 years old. He'll almost be 37 by the next World Cup. I don't think Vincent Koch going to the next World Cup.
I don't think so either. And I think both him and Ox have, even Bonky, the front 3 for the Sharks were not good. How we saw it, I think, was in the quarterfinals when the...
Which shark was good?
Okay,
Let's not talk about the shark.
let's not talk about... But we don't see Vincent. I also don't see Vincent. He's 35 now.
Brian, Thomas Totoy, best season of his life. Yes, a lot of people have been saying that.
So I think Thomas gets it. Vincent, I don't think makes it.
No,
I think he does have something to contribute this season. Definitely.
Now the new shark. Oh, well, the shark, the new stormer coming up.
Yes, my baby. There he is.
I think he could be one of the guys that gets in here. He's actually had a good season.
When he came on,
things changed.
Things changed there. It was like a bomb squad all over again, man.
Fucking, he's built like a bomb.
Yeah, he's going to the Stormers. I love it. Mchunu, welcome, man. Good season.
Hey,
always come off the bench.
Was 25 years old, perfect rugby age now. I think he can only get better in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So I think definitely. Let's say on the plane.
On the plane. And then we have the Ox.
Look, Ox is 29. Ox has not had a good season.
I don't think he had a good season either.
It started off well and it's just failed.
Which Sharks had a good season? Andre Esterhuizen, maybe Ethan Hooker, but that's about it.
No, so I think Ox on the plane too. Look, he's got 39 caps already, 29 years old.
I think he's on the plane.
I think he's on the plane.
Okay. Then we're going to our lion guy, the big boy, Vic.
The biggest man in South African rugby from the weight sense.
Yeah.
153 kilos or 183.
Can you please pronounce his name, Vic?
Anazati.
Yeah.
Nabakane.
Well done, Vic.
I try my best, man.
153 kilos. That boy is a walking wall, man.
Look, he's 26.
He's young.
Could we be seeing, in the next World Cup, Steenkamp 27, Munchu 25, Nabakane 26? Are those the boys we're looking at?
I think so.
I think so.
I think he's maybe a bit too heavy.
Yeah.
I know.
He's not the most, mobile boy on the planet, but he's not slow.
Yes, and he stays on for long. He does play his 60 minutes.
And if you're the opposition, you do not want to run into him.
You don't, man.
Because that is like basically, he is the definition of a man-made Mack truck.
We call him Mr. Mac, man.
There you go.
Then,
Pretty boy,
the man with the most beautiful hair, Nietling Fouché.
I can't see him going to a World Cup. I think he got in the squad for a good season. He's played by the Stormers, one of the better Stormer players this year.
He profited because
he was good. He was a good apple in a bad bunch.
Yes, but he also profited because of Frans Malherbe being injured.
Yes.
And he profited for that one.
So, out of those props, what do you think? I'm going. Wilker Lowe will be in on the plane. Steenkamp will be on the plane. Thomas Totoy will be on the plane. Munchu, Ox, and Nabakane. That's the six.
That's the six. I think I'll take one or two more with.
I'll
take a little bit more with, yeah.
Don't forget, you can only have, what is it, at the World Cup, 35-man squad, eh?
Ooh, is that
it's that small. So you've got to be careful.
We'll have to check that one out.
Then we're talking about the hookers. Now, if there's any
a prostitute.
Any Americans out there, remember, we're not talking about prostitutes here. Now, at the hooker position, look, for me, it's very clear. Bongi's on the dance end of his career.
It wasn't a good season for Bongi.
Another shark with
a cuck season.
I think it's
34 years old, Vic.
I think the starting hooker for me is clear, but
I don't think he makes the plane.
I don't think he makes the plane in either.
I think he'll have one more season, maybe this season.
And then it's done.
And then
I don't think he will be at the World Championships.
But he's been an absolute monster servant for South African rugby.
I think he won't be at the Sharks much longer. I think he goes one more time abroad, maybe to Japan, and earns a little bit of cash.
Yeah.
Then our next boy.
Oh, he's a bit small there, man. We'll have to make him a bit bigger.
Don't worry.
That's okay.
Don't worry. Manus van der Merwe.
Have a good season by the Scarlets.
Well, it also goes a little bit under the radar. Don't watch him as much. 28 years old. Never had a Springbok cap yet.
Yeah.
186. Nice size. 107. 28 years old.
Not the biggest, not the heaviest.
No, but he's very mobile.
Strong.
Good ball handler.
That's true.
So let's have a look. I think Manus van der Merwe could be there.
Yeah, I think that's also a position behind Malcolm Marx.
Look, how many hookers do you take? You take 3. You don't take 4.
You take 2 hookers and maybe Jan-Hendrik Wessels who can play hooker and prop. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But talking about that man, let's get him in there. Henrik Wessels.
For me, he's 100,000% on the plane.
He's on the plane.
23 years old.
That boy is
190, 120 kilos. Another bull. I'm telling you, we're going to be called the Springbok Bulls. I think we can be a shitload of bulls on the plane.
He's had a fantastic season.
Beautiful.
He's played phenomenal.
His
defense was phenomenal. Attacking, ball handling. He was even kicking grabbers.
No.
Boy's mustard, man.
Now Johan Henrik Wessels for me going to be one. He's going to be a superstar in the future.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe even player of the season for me in the URC. Oof. But I'll leave that one.
And then we're going to talk about the last man, but not least.
Last and not least, our number one hooker.
For me, it's clear. Number one is Malcolm Marx. Number two is Johan Henrik Wessels. Right now.
I'll go with that as well.
I wouldn't have Bongi in there at the moment. Bongi's not getting in my squad.
Not at this season.
No.
It's been a sad season for Bongi. Yeah. But hey, he has a great servant for the rugby, for the SA Rugby.
Of course. I mean, hey.
So that's our hookers.
Our hookers, yeah.
Not a prostitute.
Then let's get into our locks, because that's an interesting position. Because there are a lot of old boys in there.
We've got Ron Nortje.
Nortje, definitely on the plane.
On the plane, man.
Definitely.
How old's he now?
26, perfect age, man.
He's on
2
the
meter
plane.
monster. He's good, man. He's good.
Boss, the plane!
Yes.
He's on the plane, Vic.
Yes.
Definitely also had a great season for the Bulls.
That's what I'm saying. Bulls.
Holy moly. The
and now they come. Pollard becomes a bull. I can see just about every bloody position being a bull position.
It's a tough one. Then let's go to the man that's in the final. RG Snyman or Erge.
I always think Archie's older than he is. He's only 29.
Ooh.
You know, when you look at Archie, you think he's fucking like 40 already.
Yeah, he's in his prime.
But what I love about Archie are this one-handed, that shit.
He's his basketball
No,
skills.
he thinks he's Sabonis of rugby, man.
Yeah,
now Archie, 207, 130 kilos.
He's been voted players player of the URC.
Okay, so now Archie will be there.
Archie will be there if he's not injured. Absolute fantastic player, must be on the plane. John Klein. Not a clear.
31 years old, I don't think so. I'm not 100%.
I'm also not 100%.
Look, I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of him. He played well with Munster. But I haven't seen a lot of him. I'll watch these summer internationals and I will make my verdict on him after these internationals. I think that's to be fair.
But you also don't forget, if you're playing in a team spick with all those stars, you're going to look good anyway.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I mean, the Hendricks brother look good in the Springbok shirt. That's what I'm saying. We'll get into that later. John Klein. Then Salman Morat.
I think Salman Morat is a banker.
I think he's on the
I
plane.
like the man, even though he's a stormer. I like him. No, be one of the better stormers this season.
One of the better stormers.
No, he's good.
Captain.
He's good. He's big. He's a leader. Good ball handling skills. Can tackle well. Reads the game well. I think Salman Morat will be in the squad eventually for the World Cup.
Yeah. How old is he again, Rick?
26.
He's on the plane.
Yeah. He's on the plane, boss.
He's on the plane, boss. Lut Jager.
He will not be there.
Ooh.
Don't think so.
He's not that old.
32, but I just don't see him being there.
Listen here, like we said, he plays in Japan, for what does he play for? The Saitama Wild Knights with Damien Delende.
Look, I haven't seen it. I know he's a good player.
Yes.
There's another one I have to watch this summer. Make my decision at the end.
Because we don't get to watch the
No, I don't watch the Wild Knights, I have Wild Knights, but I don't watch Wild Knights.
He's also been a great servant over the years.
He's already got 60 caps,
But he's also been injury prone.
Yeah.
Lut Jager, we'll have to watch him.
Now, Eben.
What can you say about Eben Etzebeth?
33 years old, that's what I'm saying. He's going to be 35 at the next World Cup.
I think he's on the plane, though.
I think so, too. Just as a leader. As a monster,
yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to take him.
Yeah.
But also injury prone, concussion this year. So was out for a very long time.
He doesn't need his head to be rocked a few more times. He might not be there then.
No, I think he is...
It's still 2 years,
That's a long time.
It's a long
whole
time.
season.
2 whole season is a long time.
I think if he gets another major big concussion, that's it.
Look here, if this is the cliff, he's on the edge.
Sad to say, though.
He's on the edge.
He's been mustard, man.
Yeah.
A record international.
Yeah.
Then, another guy, Franco Mostert, also a bit on the old age side.
Him and Eben, same age.
35.
Plays for the Honda Heat. He already had 77 caps. Yeah.
Also injury prone.
But how many locks do you take with you? 5.
For 4 locks and one guy that can play a bit lock and
Out of our loose forwards, we have enough players that can play.
We have
that.
enough.
So out of these guys, let's say you take 4 with you. Okay, you're taking Ruan Nortje.
You're taking RG Snyman.
You're taking RG Snyman and you're taking Salman Mora. They are done.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 you definitely must take for me. And then who are you taking? Luther Jager, Ibn Etzebeth,
or Franco Mostert. And if Ibn Etzebeth is healthy,
I think you think Ibn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So those are our locks. So some of them are locked down and others are not.
And others are not so locked in. But hey, that's just our opinion, guys. Let us know your guys' opinion. You know, we're just 2 farts here giving our opinion, but give yours.
Only one.
Only one fart, okay.
Then the loose forward. That's a big one.
And the loose forwards are crazy, man. We have so many good loose forwards. We got good teams.
I think South Africa's got the best loose forwards in the world. The only one I'd add in here is Ardie.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through them. Who we got here?
Vincent
Chukutuka, 26 years old. I thought he played well.
Yeah, he's one of the better
He
Sharks.
played a lot better than most of the big name Sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to move over just a little bit. There you go.
That's okay.
So now Vincent Chukutuka, I want to see what he does this summer.
I want to see.
He's never been a Springbok.
No, he just got his South African passport now, man.
So yeah, about a month ago. So let's see what he does.
I want to see him play.
Yeah. I want to see him play, definitely.
Jasper Visser.
100%.
On the plane.
100%.
How old is he, Vic? 29.
He's 29. Now, Jasper Visser or the Jasper or the Jasper or whatever you want to call him, Jasper, the ghost, the friendly ghost, Jasper Visser will be on that plane. He will be there. He plays for Urasawa, D-Rocks.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely, for me, a loose forward. He's nailed on.
He's nailed on.
Because you're going to be taking about 9 loose forwards with you.
9 loose forwards.
To play the position 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, and maybe one who could still play lock.
So I think Jasper Visser's definitely on there.
Yeah. Marco van Staden.
Marco van Staden.
Bulls.
Nailed on.
Nailed on.
Nailed on. I think he'll be a starter at the World Cup.
29 years old.
He'll be a starter at the World Cup, I tell you now.
It could be.
Yeah.
I think he had a great season. Really played well.
No, you'll be lifting a trophy this weekend.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Then, a very young man, Renzo du Plessis. 22 years old, Vic, plays for the Lions.
I think this cycle
Too early.
might be too early for him, but I like what he did for the Lions.
Yeah.
He's 22 years old. He's quick,
Mobile.
Mobile for 108 kilos. He's a big boy,
Yeah.
but he's mobile. I like his ball handling as well. I don't know quite yet. I've got to make my mind up this summer. But I do think maybe it's
It's a tick too early.
if the World Cup was in 4 years.
Yes.
Yes.
But I want to see him play. He
Yeah.
was one of my guys in the team against the Barbarians.
All right.
I want to see him play. Renzo du Plessis. Then, the man with the most beautiful nose.
Kwaka will be 33. I think he's on the plane.
On the plane.
You can't get around Kwaka Smith. Plays for the Blue Revs.
He is such a...
Versatile player.
He's always
Because
there.
he can actually go help out on other positions.
Yeah, but he's always there. He's those rucks. He's in there.
Steals a lot of balls.
Steals a lot of balls.
Nah,
You need Kwaka, man.
Kwaka's got to be on the plane.
Kwaka's on the plane. Jean-Luc Depree. I don't know much about him.
Plays for the Sale Sharks.
I haven't seen
I
him
want to
much.
see him this summer as well. But with 29, he's going to be a late bloomer. He has played 14 times for the Springboks
Yeah.
already. Hasn't been in the mix the last few years. But let's see what he does.
Yeah.
I would put him on the. I would put him on the maybe. Yeah, maybe list.
Peter Steff.
Thanks a lot, Lawrence. Yeah, we're happy with the 58,000.
Peter
Steff du Toit. There ain't nothing I'm going to tell you about Peter Steff du Toit that you don't know already.
Injury prone.
Yes, but 100% if he's healthy, 100%.
How old's he now?
Peter Steff's not that old. Peter Steff, I've got to have a look here. Peter Steff du Toit. Where the hell have I got him? There he is. 32. So this will definitely be his last World Cup.
His last World Cup.
34. It's going to be right on the
edge.
on the cusp there of maybe too old already. But no, Peter Steff, as one of the best rugby players in the world.
Hey, rugby player.
I think he'll be there. I think he'll be there.
If he's not injured.
You know,
Evan Roos.
One for the
late
future.
call up.
Late call-up replacing the injured Cameron Hanekom. I think Ruiz will be there. 24 years old, 2 years' time, he'll be in his prime.
He's one of the Stormers that played well.
Yeah, he's in his prime. I think even Ruiz will be there.
Okay. Then, sadly,
Cameron Hanekom won't be there this summer, but he'll... Listen here.
he will. If he's fit and he's roaring, he's on the plane.
He is 1 million...
22 years old.
1 million% on the plane. He is now one of those players where I can see... Him and Jan-Hendrik Westels, they are going to rule the world.
Yeah.
The Bulls are going to rule the world.
Bulls are going to rule the world.
I'm telling you. That's the line about
But we wish him all the best.
Yes, Cameron.
Cameron, get well soon, man.
soon, man.
Then, Mr. Captain Fantastic, Sio Kolisi.
Now, I'm going to say something controversial.
He hasn't had a good season, Vic. I didn't think he had a good season.
Now, he's a great leader.
Yeah.
But you can see he is declining. Because Father Time catches up to everybody, you know.
Everybody.
You don't win that race. He will be on the plane 100%, even if he doesn't play a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's the man that knits everything together.
He's the glue, man.
He's the glue, yeah.
He's the glue.
He's the super glue.
But he hasn't had a good season.
I think he'll take him with.
Yeah.
I think he might be more as a assistant coach than
role.
a player, yeah. He might get on 1 or 2 times, lift the trophy and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Quibus Visser.
Well, geez, what can I say about Al Quibus?
Another Bull.
The Bulls have got oaks everywhere, but Quibus will be on the plane.
27 years old.
I'm telling you now, if you're a clever coach, if you're Rassie, you're going from 1 to 8. The only guy you might not start is at number 7. You might take Peter Steph, and the rest are all Bulls, my friend.
Maybe even it's a bit... The lock position. The lock position there is still a bit open.
No, but Quibus is going to go.
Quibus is going to go, definitely. So that's our...
what about Hunter?
Yeah. Jandro Augustus.
From the Northampton Saints, moving to Ulster. 27 years old, so, good age.
Had a good season.
Great
season.
Look, it all depends what is with Sia. It depends what was Kwaka Smith, with Peter Steph the toy.
Yeah.
They got a certain age.
I want to see him play, though.
Yes, this summer, a lot of these players, is a big summer for a lot of these players. Yeah. And if they get the opportunities against the Italians and the Barbarians, I'm telling you now, they have to take their chance. Now. They've got to show now.
Yeah.
Because they've got to fight their way into the Rugby Championship squad.
Yeah, that will be announced later.
Exactly. And if you're not in that squad...
Yeah.
It becomes, after the championships, 1 year to go. If you're not in the squad a year before the time, it gets tough,
It's getting tough. There are a lot of people that are out with injuries. Ben Jason Dixon were normally in that lineup.
Yeah.
It's a tough position. Loose forwards is a tough position. We're now going into a position that Vic and I both think we're weak at.
No. Our 2 weakest positions are coming up now.
2 weakest positions, and that is definitely on the scrum half. Doesn't mean that this man is weak. That's more than the back. Lions.
27 years old.
In his prime. Yeah. I think he had a good season. Got injured there as well. Missed a couple of weeks there through injury.
I think Mornay will be... You'll take 3 scrum halves.
He'll take 3, yeah.
And I think he'll be one of the 3.
I think so too.
I think he's one of the 3.
But we'll get to that at the end. I've got something else to say about that one. Morne van der Berg had a decent season. Gets the ball out quick. I like the way he plays, man.
Wooza!
I don't know about this boy.
Look, Jaden is 24 years old.
He's still young.
25.
I think he's 25.
But the next 2 years are going to define this man's career.
I don't think he had a good season, Vic. Okay, who at the Sharks had a good season? I don't think he had a good season. He's messed up.
He plays better at fly off than he is at scrum off.
Yes, he did.
I'm
not.
People say I'm Hendrikse haters. It's not true.
Not true. We just see it the way it is, and they
I think
I don't see him on the plane.
Not right now.
No, I don't see him.
I see him on the plane.
You see him on the plane?
No, because I don't see a lot of the others that are on this list.
Okay, yes, there's not much good ones coming.
No. I'm going to tell you now. I think Mornay's on the plane. I think Jaden's on the plane. Yeah.
Okay. I think he has to play much better.
Yeah,
he plays better in the Springbok shirt than he does in the Shark shirt.
Well, that's not difficult.
No, with so many good players.
Because he's probably got the fear of Rassie in his arse.
This guy, Grant Williams, my personal...
100% on the...
He's on
For
the
me,
plane.
he's the starting scrum half for the Springboks right now.
Me too.
Right now, he's the starting scrum half.
Yeah.
I don't see a better scrum half. He gets the ball out quickly.
Yeah.
He plays well. For me, he has to start. And he's a shark as well. And I don't understand that Jaden starts in front of him. Dumtree is doing a shit job there.
Yeah.
For me, I think he's the best at the moment.
Faf, the legend.
Listen here.
Man with the budgie smugglers.
First of all, if Faf stays healthy, then his next problem is he's turning 34 now.
Yeah.
He'll be 36 by the next World Cup.
I don't see it. Not in that position.
Not in that position. I can't see. No, I don't see him in any position at the Springboks.
Ooh, Lilia BC. I see the Hendricks brothers on the plane too. But they need to pull up their socks.
Yeah, they need to speak to Naked Wayne.
Yeah, they're going to pull up the
A lot of socks. No, I don't see Faf.
It's top
Grant Williams top class.
I don't see.
And I also see, if I'm Grant Williams or if I'm Jaden Hendricks, or one of the two have to leave the Sharks.
Yeah, to get that constant.
To get that starting constant position.
I think so too.
I would actually say for Grant Williams, go join the Stormers. Go join the Stormers.
Yeah.
You're better than anything the Stormers have at scrum half.
Stefan Unger's not.
No, but fucking, he's not Grant Williams.
No, he's not Grant Williams.
There you go.
Our last but not least,
he's not going.
Kobus Reinach.
He's 34 now. He's going to be 37.
How many caps has he got?
Kobus, only 39.
Yeah.
He's coming back from Montpellier to play for. Oh, now Grant Williams not going to go to the Stormers because Kobus Reinach is there.
I think he's just too old.
I don't think he makes it. I think it's for me.
35. He's not on the plane, Vic.
For me, it's Grant Williams, Jaden Hendricks, and Morne van der Berg.
We've got one guy that didn't make the lineup. Ambrose Papier.
Yeah,
I think he played well.
I think he could still get there. I think he gets there.
I think he gets there.
I think at the moment, I think it's Grant Williams, Morne van der Berg. My third choice is Jaden Hendricks, and Hendricks has to be careful that Papier doesn't overtake him. That's just my thought. That's just me.
That's just you. That's the scrum off.
I think that's one of our weaker positions in the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is worrying.
If
you see New Zealand with Ratima, Roygaard, Hotham.
Different class.
Hotham.
Nothing. So now we come to the position where I think we have to worry the most.
Fly half. Sasha FM.
On the plane, obviously.
On the plane.
Listen here, the boy's only 22 years old.
Yeah. So you'll have ups and downs in the season, which you did have at the Stormers.
By the time he gets to the World Cup, he's going to be 24. He would have had another 2 seasons under his belt.
I think he's on the plane.
I think he's definitely on the plane.
Not just that, those 2 games he played.
He played 2 wonderful games.
Holy
Maybe
moly.
2 of the best rugby games a fly-off has ever played.
That could be.
Definitely.
Amazing games for the Stormers.
He is, because of his youth, he's up and down. If he can be
constantly,
you take his highest high and you take his lowest low. There's a big fucking difference between them.
Yeah.
He needs to maybe be a little bit less on the high and a lot more less on the low, and he'll be all right. But no, Sasha's there. No, for me, he's the number 2 fly off at the moment.
Yeah,
number 2,
and on the plane.
Yeah. Marnie. Now a lot of people have been bashing Marnie, not me. I love Marnie. No, look. Marnie Leboeck.
Okay.
Look, you're going to take 3 kickers, right?
Yeah.
You're going to take 3. So Pollard, we know he's a done.
Yeah.
Sasha is a done. So it's either Marnie or Jordan Hendricks again. I personally would take Jordan Hendricks there because he can play the 15 as well.
Eric, leave Marcus out of this one. No, Marnie, I won't take Marnie. I'm going to say it right now. I wouldn't.
No, Marnie's 27. Jordan Hendricks is 23. I go Jordan because Jordan gives you more.
But Marnie's a better rugby player.
He is. Better rugby player.
Rugby player. I said rugby player. I didn't say kicker. I said rugby player.
Or you want to play him on the bloody 11 or what? No.
Nah, I don't know.
I only think one of the two. I only think one of the two, Jordan or Marnie, makes
Marnie leaves the Stormers. So maybe he goes somewhere else. Maybe find a bit of... maybe go to Japan. I was hearing he was going to Japan. Get there... who are the Springboks playing?
The Barbarians on the 28th of June.
Barbarians first, yeah.
And then Italy, Georgia.
Twice Italy and then Georgia. Marnie, we'll have to wait on that one.
And then the greatest kick of all times.
No Jordan.
Sorry.
I don't think Jordan had a good season. Him and his brother. I must be honest with you. I don't like him. I don't think he is.
Well, you don't
that
like
good.
his rugby.
No, of course. I've never met the guy. I don't like his rugby. I don't think he is. But he's also very young still.
I think he's a better fullback than he's a fly half.
That could be. But he's super young still. I think he's 23.
Yeah.
So he will have those ups and downs.
Yeah.
And he's had a lot of downs this season. But that could just be because of youth.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't see him on the plane.
I think we've only got 2 that are nailed on.
2 nailed on, yes.
Sasha and the next man up.
And the next man up, the GOAT himself.
I mean,
There he is.
listen here. If you're a South African, every South African out there, every Springbok fan, go to church, light a candle, and pray
pray.
that this boy doesn't get injured.
Yeah.
Because if he's healthy till the end of the next World Cup, we're winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because he can single-handedly win us the
Yeah.
bloody
He'll
World
kick
Cup.
us over there.
He'll kick us over the line. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So not a lot to say about Andre. I mean, Andre's just pure class.
It's the GOAT.
Fucking hell.
It's the GOAT, man. So we're going to get into our centers.
Yeah.
And guys, you got to we just had to put centers and wingers.
Wingers, we split it up.
We know that lots of them can play lots of different positions, so don't nail us for that one. But we're going to start off with the body himself, Jesse Creel.
30 years old, guaranteed 100%. I mean, listen here. This man is the man that played the most minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a minute of the Rugby Championship.
Yeah.
Rassie, this is Rassie's Iron Man, man.
Yeah.
He's
And,
the Bruno
and all the
Fernandes.
ladies' favorite.
He's the Bruno Fernandes of rugby, man.
Yeah.
He just runs and runs and runs. Fucking Duracell bunny, man.
He's absolutely
Now
amazing.
Jesse's on.
Jesse is on the plane.
Hi, Patrick.
Jesse, he's just, I would call it, he's mustard,
Yeah,
mate.
he's mustard.
He's mustard.
Jesse's on the plane.
Jesse's on the plane. Also, we didn't see him this season. We don't know exactly how he played, but it's Jesse.
Don't need to see Jesse.
Don't need to say it. This guy, look on your arm.
I don't think he makes it.
I don't think he makes it either.
No.
Let's see how old's he now.
31. He's younger. He's older than Jesse Creel. Nah, he's not making it. But listen here. I think he's a good backup.
30-year-old at the fitness level of a 16-year-old.
There you go.
I think he's on the edge.
He's on the edge.
He's on the edge. Also, didn't have a good season, but none of the Sharks really had a good season. But this man did have a good season. Andre Esse, he's also 31.
Yeah, he's been very unlucky because
Jesse Creel and
Damien
David
Delende is
Delende.
always in front of his
I think he had a fantastic season by the Sharks. One of their better players, if not their best player.
My stomach's killing me, man.
Okay.
I'll be back in a second, you guys. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, I'll just talk some stuff. You go for
You're good at talking shit.
I'm good in talking shit. Andre Esthuizen, I think the best Shark player of the season. Like we said just before, he's had it tough because he can't get in the team because Lucanio Arms there, Jesse Creel, Damien Delende. So he hasn't got it easy, man. Hasn't got it easy. Let's go on, carry on. We got Damien Delende. There he is. Plays his rugby out of the Saitama Wild Knights there in Japan. Haven't seen much of him. I did see some highlights of him playing really well, scoring lots of tries. I think he's nailed on. He is now. Damien Delende is. Let's see how old he is. Damien, 32. Is getting on there a bit, man. So we'll have to see about that one. But I think he's on the plane. Maybe as a backup role. But definitely this season, he'll definitely play. Definitely, I think Esthuizen, Lilia B. I think Esthuizen has definitely earned it. Like I said before, one of the better Sharks this season. Absolutely fantastic. This man, Ethan Hooker. We put him here on the centers. He can play center. He can play wing. I think him with Andre Esthuizen, the two best Sharks of the season. A young man, I think he's only 22. What a career this boy still got ahead of him. Absolutely mustard. This boy is amazing. I think he should play. Get a start. But who's he going to start? The problem is you have Cheslin Colby, Kirtley Arnser, you have Damien Delende and Jesse Creel. It's going to be tough to get in this team, but I think he deserves a shot. Ethan Hooker, mustard. Then the old man himself, Makasola Mpimpi, 34 34, I think he is now. Let's take a look. 34 years old, plays like he's like 16. On the wing, I don't think you can leave him out. Very exciting player. Makasole Mpimpi, also one of the better Sharks this season. Once he gets that ball, he's off. It's done. Absolutely amazing. I think it's a nailed on. But he will be 36. So let's hope he stays healthy. His pace is still there. So I think Makasole Mpimpi will be there. Pity Vic's not here because that's one of Vic's favorite players. Now we're getting to this boy, which I must be honest to you, living in Switzerland, we don't hear much about. His name is Nikose Makaza. Plays for UCT, university player, varsity. Could he be the first varsity player to get a Springboks without playing professional rugby? You back? You okay?
I'm okay, man.
Okay. I thought you were going to croak there, man.
No, just feeling it.
But I think I want to see him play. I want to see the boy play because I have not seen anything of him. I've got to check out some YouTube. Maybe there's some YouTube videos of him out there. I want to see the boy play, especially against the Barbarians. He must play.
Who are we talking about here?
British Lions team lineup. They're not that.
I did that one. There's a video out there.
There's a video out there for that one.
Check it out, Paddy. I did a video on that.
We are on the wingers now.
Yeah, okay.
Kirtley Arlenser on the plane.
Did you do Makapimpi yet? No.
I have your favorite player.
On the plane. I don't care if he's 50. I don't care if he's 50 years old. Because that man is 34 years old, but he's like Jesse Curl. He's in the body of like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, he's mustard. But Kirtley on the plane. He's coming back now to the Bulls. But he doesn't prefer the
I'm telling you, the next Rugby World Cup, out of the starting 15 Springboks, there could be 10 to 12, maybe even 13 Bulls.
Then, of course, we have this man, Cheslin Colby, on the plane.
Yeah, he's only 31.
Only 31. Tokyo Sun Goliath. Like we said, we don't see much of the Japanese guys play. I just heard once he made a little mistake there. Once he dropped the ball, he's supposed to try to dot it down, but dropped it. But that can happen. But he's still mustard. On the plane.
Have you done all of them already?
No. There we go. Cannon Moody.
Cannon Moody's on the plane, 22 years old. For me, the next World Rugby Player of the Year soon.
Yeah.
Him, Cameron, Hanakom, those are the
Jan-Henrik
Wessels, those are the boys, definitely.
Bulls are spicked with young people.
Bulls are, God, a squad to be envious of, my friend.
As a Stormers fan, very envious. But he can play also multiple positions.
I think I'm going blow balloon.
I
don't do mediocrity.
He can play inside centre, outside centre. He can play anything, man. That boy's mustard.
If he can now learn to kick, he could become.
Yeah, he could be good. Edwin van der Merwe. No, I don't see him. I'm glad he got picked. They had a good season there for the Lions. I don't see him. Going to the Sharks then, man. You'll see.
Look, you don't take 10 wingers with you, right?
No,
because your wingers and your centers together. There's four positions, so you take 8 players.
Yes, and you got like Cannon Moody who can play both positions.
Exactly.
You got Ethan Hook who can play both positions.
Damien de Linde.
But Edwin van der Merwe can't play both positions.
No. For me, out of the wingers, for the wingers, it's Kirtley Arneson, definitely. It's Cannon Moody, definitely. It is Cheslin Colby. Definitely. Yeah. And then I think you're still going to go with Makatoli Mpimpi. Yeah. And I don't know how good this young kid is. We have to see.
We'll have to see. That's going to be interesting. Okay, and then there's only one more position to go.
Last but not least,
our fullbacks. This man, great servant for SA Rugby.
Will not be on the plane.
He'll
be 38 years old, man.
He's not going to be on the plane.
Willie will not go to the World Cup.
Willie will get his 100 caps.
And then I think we'll not see him again.
Yeah.
I think he plays twice against Italy because Barbarians won't give him a cap.
How many caps he got? 97 now?
98.
98.
He needs 2. He plays twice against Italy. Maybe one against Italy, one against Georgia. And we won't see him again.
I don't know. I think that he might just keep him for the Rugby Championship. Maybe.
I don't think. We don't need to win the Rugby Championship. Fuck the Rugby Championship, man.
Just got to win the World Cup, man.
Everything now is preparation for the three-peat, man.
Yeah. This man, who has had a fantastic season. Come on, Horn. Fantastic season for the Lions.
He's going to be a Springbok. He will be there.
I'm with it. I think he will be. Ooh.
Now, you take 3 fullbacks. And if you take Jordan Hendrickson, you have the 4th, right? And you go with Quan Horn, you go with Willemse, you go with Farsi.
Lilia B sees him as an assistant coach. That could be. You know, helping the boys out.
That's okay. Yeah. Then you
Mr. Versatile himself, double World Cup winner, Damien Willemse.
He's only 27.
Double World Cup winner, 27.
Damien Willemse.
Can you get a 4? You think I can still get 4 World Cups, Vic?
You will change your mind. Watch out for Moa and Atta. Okay. We're going to note that.
Yep.
Eric. We'll note that.
Damien Willemse.
He's going to win his 3rd World Cup.
You can win 4, Vic.
He's got that age. He could be one of the few players in history. No, Damien Willemse is 1,000,000% on the plane.
You know why? 10 to 15, you can play them all.
He's so versatile. He's the perfect player, even if he doesn't start. He's the perfect player to have. You can go 7-1. If you have a bomb squad, if you want a 7-1 split, you take Willemse because he can play every position from 10 to 15.
I think he can even play scrum half.
He can he can do everything, man.
He can do everything.
And I heard he can cook.
Then, last but not least,
Mr. Farsi.
He had a good start of the season.
It tailed off a little bit at the end. But no, Farsi's definitely there. Farsi's the starting fullback.
Nailed on. I think
Farsi will start and Willemse will be the backup.
Okay.
And I think the 3rd one in the row will be Quan Horn. I can't see Willie being there.
Okay, cool.
So now let's show the people what you would like. See, now this is the difference between me and Vern. Vern is going to tell you what he would like to see against the Barbarians.
And I'll explain why.
And then I'll tell you exactly why all that is cuck, and you should always just go for the best. No mediocrity. Okay, well, if I can get it on there. There we go. I'll just get out of the way that way. So I'm going to take this away so I can actually see it on this screen.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see
Listen, this is my team for the Barbarians. It's a young team, and I'm going with a lot of experiments. So don't judge me. This is just for the Barbarians. It's not for the Italy game. So at hooker, not at hooker. At prop, I have Jan-Hendrik Wessels. At hooker, I go Manus van der Merwe. And at prop, Muchunu. I think they're all 3 young ones. I want to see them. Lock, Salman Morat and Jean Klein. We don't have very young locks.
No.
So I had to take those 2. I don't want to see any of the established guys in the team. I want to see young people. Loose forwards, I went with Renzo Duplessis, Kobus Wisse, and Jano Augustus, just because they're young. I don't want to see them play. Scrum off, Morne van der Berg, fly off, Sasha. Wingers, I took the young man, the varsity player, Makaza, took him there on the wing. Andre Esterhuizen and Kanamudi as our centers, inside and outside center. Ethan Hooker on the wing, and I took at fullback Quan Horn. It's a very young team. And that's just my team for the Barbarians. For the Italy game, I will change it.
Okay, all right.
It's just...
I don't do mediocrity. I don't give a shit about young and up and coming. I always go with the best squad possible.
There you go, Vic. Have your squad.
And for me, look, at prop, Wilkalo. Markham Marks at 2. Best hook in the world. Gerard Steenkamp, Ibn Itzebeth, RG Snyman, Kobus Wisse, Pieter Stefan, Rowan Nokia. I would have put Cameron Hamilton in there, but he's out. Then scrum off, got to start Grant Williams. I don't want to see mediocrity. Obviously, the GOAT, Pollard's got to start for me. And then the back, they basically are self-explanatory. Curtly Arneson, Damien De Linde, Jesse Krill, Jesler Colby, and Opelele Farsi. When I read that down, right? If I read this down, you know, like you're pundit from New Zealand or from Australia or from Ireland or from England, and I go, listen, well, at number 10, we know we have Andre Pollard, 11 Curtly Arneson, 12 Damien De Linde, 13 Jesse Krill, and 14 Cheslin Colby, and as fullback we have Opelele Farsi. You have to give them all diapers and nappies. They're shitting themselves.
That's a fantastic.
That is a lineup. That is a World Cup winning lineup I've just given you.
Yeah, that's a fantastic.
There's no other team in the world can match that lineup, and I'm not biased.
No, you're not, Vic.
In Vern's team, how many caps?
Ooh, not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot.
I don't think there's 50.
I'll put it up quickly again.
I don't think. Well, I can tell you, I have that.
Oh, it's not a lot there, man.
I have that special lineup.
0. No. Rudy's got about.
Here we go. I can kind of. What was it? That was your lineup, eh? I can tell you now. Tell me who got in there.
So Quan Horn 0.
No. Start from the top.
Okay, Jan-Hendrik Wessels.
Jan-Hendrik Wessels. He's got 3.
3 caps. Manus van der Merwe.
Manus van der Merwe's got 4 goal.
Muchunu.
Muchunu's got 3. That's 6.
Salman Morat.
Morat. Where's Morat? Morat. He's got 10. That's 16.
Jean Klein.
Klein. He's got 7. So we had 23.
Renzo Duplessis got none.
23.
Corpus Visser.
0.
Jano Augustus.
0.
So we still at 23, yeah?
Yeah.
Morne van der Berg.
Morne van der Berg. Where would he play? What position?
Scrum half, man.
Scrum or van der Berg. 2. 25.
Sasha, he's got about 10.
Sasha Mongazuli got 8.
So,
We're 33.
Andre Esterhuizen.
Andre Esterhuizen, I don't think he's got a lot. Andre Esterhuizen.
19.
19. So, well. Then we had about 50 now, yeah?
Ethan Hooker.
Ethan Hooker's got
0. Quan Horn's got 0. And Cannon Moody's got a couple.
Cannon Moody, he has a few. Cannon Moody is 11. So it's
So
around
about
about
50, 55.
No, 60.
About 60
caps.
for that one.
And now we'll do my lineup.
Now, your client's got like 750, man.
My lineup is like, you know.
You need a fucking calculator for that, man.
Alone. I didn't even put even in my team, man. No, that's yours.
That's mine.
That's yours. Sorry. I didn't do mediocrity. No. I mean, even alone has got 131. My team's got about 1,000.
It's tough, man.
No, I don't.
63, thanks, Libby.
Thanks you. 63. Well, somebody counted. So they got 63. Mine is about 1,000.
That's crazy.
And I've left out bongies and oxes and all these boys.
Yeah.
No.
So, that's about it.
I'm looking forward to it. Listen here. It all
Barbarians.
starts
We're still
on the
going
20th.
to see where we can find that.
Don't
But
worry.
we'll find it.
It all starts on the 28th against the Barbarians.
Can't wait.
We'll be doing that live.
And a day later,
We will be in, as Patrick said, we are going to be in Italy for the Under-20 World Cup. And we're going to do some scouting there, you know.
scouting.
We spoke to Rassie, he wants us to
Wait a
scout.
minute. Scouting.
Scouting. We're going to scouting.
we scout.
A lot of exercising, arm lifting,
Yeah.
you know,
Chewing.
muscles, and a lot of stomach muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do.
No, it's going to be epic, man. Also the baby box against the Wallabies. That's going to be a magic, man.
It's gonna be
Can't
good.
wait for that one.
But thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, that's fantastic, guys. That's our little Springbok update show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys, if you don't agree, get into the comments. Say what you want. Let us know. Are we delusional?
And there we go.
There we go. Guys,
Bye, guys.
everybody out there, stay safe. Peace.